Hello and welcome to my podcast, full on self motivation, a passionate motivational podcast for you. This is your journey from aspiration to inspiration. Hello, amazing listeners. I hope you're searching my name on Amazon, reading my books, listening to this podcast regularly, and also thinking of enrolling in my proactive productivity mastery program for mothers. Wishing you the best of everything. Today, I want to share a story from my life that unfolded over a decade ago. Back then, I was in the bustling city of Mumbai. I enrolled in an MBA program in finance. Those weekends were earmarked for classes, and I attended them diligently, eagerly diving into the world of economics, a subject I loved. I still remember those engaging sessions on microeconomics brought to life by an exceptional professor. I was enthusiastic to develop my knowledge on economics, take the exam, and score high in the subject. But as life often surprises us, a call from my mother spun everything around. An emergency demanded my presence back in my hometown, and I found myself away from classes for a month. When I returned, only 2 days were there for my exam, and the panic bells began to ring. I had missed the classes, I lacked basic knowledge on macroeconomics, and I was feeling anxious whether I would be able to make it for the exam. Here, I had two options. The first one was to face the challenge head on, armed with self confidence and self belief. Second option was to postpone the exam, that is, give the exam later and then linger in my comfort zone now. So I pondered the outcomes of both the choices. If opting for the second one, that is, taking the exam later, it would bring short lived relief, but regret could creep in later. Of course, there were chances of having more time to prepare, but somehow I felt earlier the better. What if the future held even tougher challenges? Time once gone never returns, right? But the positive result of option one stood tall. It meant attempting the exam, walking with no regrets, and my mother's words echoed in my mind. She used to say, struggles reveal our true potential. I decided to put her wisdom to the test, choosing to step out of the comfort zone. So, my motivation to take up the challenge won over the thought of sitting in the comfort zone and taking the exam later. I wanted to give this a try. I considered this incident as an opportunity to test my responses to tough situations in life. I was determined to go ahead with option one, that is, to take the exam in 2 days. I decided to believe in myself and was ready to put in the effort it demanded. I believe in strong foundation, so I went to meet my well wisher, my friend Ramaka, to help me in understanding the basics of macroeconomics. Thank you, Ramaka. She was outstanding in her explanation of the basic concepts of macroeconomics, and we wrapped it in an hour. So that was very helpful for me. Instead of saying that I have to cover both micro and macroeconomics and seeing them as big ones and saying that I have only 2 days, I decided to change my mantra. With the mantra, swap big and small, I transformed the two remaining days into the grand battleground of my determination. I believe in embracing challenges and exploring my potential, so I set my focus on conquering this test. With the mantra swap big and small, I transformed the two remaining days, that is 48 hours, as big and micro and macroeconomics as small. So this helped me dive into the study mode. The clock ticked away as I repeated my mantra by telling three things to myself. First one, do it. Second one, if it is not motivating enough, I said, still do it. Third one, if it is not motivating enough, I said, just do it. I didn't waste even a minute of those 2 days. I re energized me continuously with my mantra swap big and small, and I celebrated the little progress I was making every hour. It was like a marathon for me, actually. When the exam day arrived, my stomach danced with butterflies, yet armed with focus and courage, I faced the paper. I was eagerly waiting for my result, and I got a whopping high percentage in economics, and tears of joy rolled down my eyes, marking a memorable triumph in my journey. When life poses troubles, I learned to use the options in front of me wisely. When I look back, my focus was on winning, not whining that life has been unfair to me. This is what I call DEF factor. That is, D for determination, E as in effort, and F as in focus, which helps us navigate through life's challenges. Choices in our life, our decisions, and motivation are interconnected, and we have to be careful about the choices we make. I hope you found this interesting. Till we meet in the next episode, keep reading books, listening to podcasts, and enjoy your life.